Hi, this is Shannon from Clearpath, and I'm just going to do a demo of some of the basic navigation of Clearpath 3.0 using the iPad. The Clearpath 3.0 application can be accessed using either Safari or Chrome, so I'm going to click on my Safari link on my iPad, and I have my URL currently set to my test environment, but if you were to set this up in production, you would just type go to http scope.clearpathderm.com, and you could then set it as a favorite. In order to set it as a favorite, you go to the website, select the square with an arrow, and you have the ability on the bottom left to add to favorites. It comes up with the Clearpath 3.0 and hit save. And then when you look at your favorites or click into this is your favorites on the left here with the little open book, you can see it'll show up at the bottom as Clearpath 3.0, or if you click inside the URL, you'll notice that at the bottom will be the Clearpath scope uh, icon. So you can always select that and it'll bring you to the application. Today we're going to log in as a demo user. So you type in your user name and your password and click login. This will bring you to your unprocessed case list, which is the very first step in using Clearpath. Now this demo is really just to show you some of the navigational tips for the tool. So first I'm going to click through and show you what happens underneath the user demo button. So you have two options right now. One is to change the password, and it requires you to put in a password that's somewhat complex and meets HIPAA requirements, or you can log out. Another feature that's really important is the three line icon at the top, which we call the hamburger. If you select that, it opens the menu, and it also opens the search bar. Now, the main workflow for Clearpath 3.0 is to really be able to review any cases that are in your queue, to sign them out. If you need to submit a request to DLCS for a global read or for a consult, or if you need to request a recut or a stain, you can submit those requests using the submit to request application function. And then if you need to review the status of any of your requests, you look at the review from DLCS and you'll see anything that's still open and your recently completed requests. Finally, after a case has been signed out, you can always search for it using the case search and report printing. So that's the list of menu items, and then you will always be able to search on the page that you're on using the search bar. So let's do that real quick. We will search for Jane, and you'll see JAN. It'll reduce the number of records to the record that is most applicable to your search criteria. In looking at the unprocessed cases, there are several ways to view it. On the right-hand side, you'll see a grid of white boxes. If you click on that, it'll move to a tile view, which is sometimes easier for clicking, depending on the size of your window. Or you can have the list view. If you select it again, you'll go back to the list view. The default sort criteria for the unprocessed case list is to put the rush cases first and then to list it by biopsy date. You can, however, using the filter criteria, if you select on the filter, which is next to the hamburger, you'll see that we have a sort option. You can sort, go back to the filter criteria. You can sort by biopsy date, ascending or descending, and patient last name, ascending or descending. This is helpful if you have numerous cases and need to work them in a certain order. Likewise, if you are a dermatopathologist that's reading for other dermatologists in your clinic, you can select dermatologist, and if there are multiple practitioners that have submitted specimens, you can select which dermatologist you'd like to read from or search by that and limit your filter criteria to only those cases that are for that dermatologist. Or if you have multiple clinics that you're using, you can search and filter by the clinic. Likewise, you can select a biopsy date. Since all of my dates are the same, that won't really help us. or you can search by patient name. So you'll see that the list of patients will be below, and then you can always search and limit the list by the patient name. Also, if you wanted to click the rush button, it would specify only the rushed cases. Now, if we look at reviewed, it'll say these are the ones that you've already looked at once. Once you click into the case, it becomes reviewed, and you see the green bar that says reviewed there. So if you select reviewed, you'll see these are the ones that I've reviewed but not yet completed. Finally, if you've ordered a recut or stain on the case and it's come back, you can select recut and stain, which will limit the filter criteria to that. I'm going to click the filter button at the top to eliminate the filter options, and I'm going to click the hamburger to show me my menu path. So that's an overview of how to generally do navigation in Clearpath. We always have filter options available and search criteria available in each of our screens. The next video will show you how to walk through the diagnosing of a case. Thank you for your time.